Back in 1988, arcades were packed with side-scrolling beat-em-ups, and one of the most over-the-top entries came from Data East, Bad Dudes vs. DragonNinja. It dropped players into the role of Blade and Striker, two street-fighting heroes on a mission to rescue President Ronnie from the evil DragonNinja. Punching, kicking, and nunchuck smashing your way through hordes of ninjas across New York City, the game delivered classic late 80s arcade action, big sprites, bold colors, and that unforgettable intro, "Are you a bad enough dude to rescue the president?" It was loud, it was cheesy, and it was pure coin-op magic. It even became one of the top grossing games of that year. Now fast forward to today, and that same arcade experience is getting the mini cabinet treatment from Numskull Designs with their Quarter Arcades line. This is the Numskull Quarter Arcades Bad Dudes replica cabinet, a scaled-down recreation of the original machine, promising authentic artwork, controls, and gameplay in a collectible 1/4 scale format. But the big question is, does this mini cabinet truly capture the look, the feel, and the playability of the 1988 arcade classic? Well, let's find out. Hey, first off, a huge thank you to Numskull Designs for sending over this cabinet for the purpose of this review. The build quality is absolutely solid, sturdy MDF construction, great weight for its size, and that premium feel we've come to expect from the Quarter Arcades line. The side panels feature the classic Data East artwork beautifully reproduced. The colors are vibrant, the lines are sharp, and it perfectly captures the late 80s arcade vibe. The control panel overlay looks fantastic. The graphics are crisp and detailed, matching the original arcade cabinet perfectly. The button and joystick layout mirrors its big brother exactly. Everything is spaced just right, maintaining that authentic arcade feel even at this smaller scale. The rounded marquee has been wonderfully replicated. The shape is spot on, just like the original cabinet. The artwork is bold, vibrant, and perfectly framed. Switch it on and the lighting is absolutely beautiful. The illumination is even across the entire marquee. This is the kind of detail collectors appreciate. Taking a look at the bezel, once again the artwork is faithfully reproduced. The colors pop and the print quality is excellent. Now behind that sits a crisp, clear LCD monitor. The screen looks fantastic, bright, sharp, and vibrant. Viewing angles are great and it really showcases the game beautifully. For a mini cabinet, the presentation is seriously impressive. The buttons and joystick are perfectly laid out just like the original machine, but more importantly, they feel incredible. These are proper micro-switch components and you can feel that satisfying click with every input. They're responsive, accurate, and give you that authentic arcade feedback. The replicated double coin doors look fantastic with even lit up buttons so you can add credits to your game. And around the back, you've got that classy little Numskull Designer nameplate, a subtle but premium touch. And on the bottom, you'll find a volume control wheel, a USB-C port for power, and a solid on and off rocker switch. Finally, how does it play? Well, simply put, it plays just like the original. The controls are responsive, the screen looks fantastic, and the gameplay feels authentic to the 1988 arcade release. Punching and kicking and battling your way through enemies feels exactly how it should. The pacing, responsiveness, and overall experience generally captures that classic arcade magic. So what are my final thoughts? Well, first off, the presentation absolutely delivers. The cabinet artwork is crisp and faithful to the original 1988 machine from Data East, right down to the bold side panels and marquee. The scaled-down design still feels authentic, and it generally looks like a shrunken arcade pulled straight from your childhood. The screen is bright, the colors pop, and the controls feel surprisingly solid for a quarter-scale unit. Now, gameplay-wise, it captures that classic Bad Dudes vs. DragonNinja arcade experience with responsive controls, satisfying combat, and all the nostalgic charm intact. It doesn't feel like a cheap novelty item, it feels like a true collectible built for fans who appreciate the details. So is it worth the bad bucks you'll be shelling out for it? Well, if you're just casually curious about the game, maybe not. But if you're someone who grew up in arcades, loves beat-em-ups, or wants a high-quality replica that faithfully recreates a piece of gaming history, then yes, this is absolutely for you. As a display piece, it's a standout. As a playable mini arcade, it delivers. And as a tribute to a late 80s classic, it does justice to the legacy. So that's it, everyone. That's the review. Jester Tester saying be well, happy gaming as always. And until the next review, I will see you.